what the governor has to say about it and the profile of this, given this year, this address.
Yeah.
Big spot.
It really is, and it was kind of surprising. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi called the governor on Monday to ask if she'd consider delivering the rebuttal, and well, what can you say to that?
Obviously, it's an honor to be asked. I said yes. I think that the whole world should be paying attention to Michigan.
It may not be the whole world, but a good chunk of the country that will hear Governor Gretchen Whitmer deliver the response for the Democratic Party following President Trump's State of the Union. The governor is excited to be able to use part of that address to highlight her home state.
Michiganders are hardworking, good people. We are thinking about the future, but we're thinking about our families and our ability to get ahead. And I know that that's not a different message than what they would hear if they went to Pennsylvania or Wisconsin or Florida or anywhere else in the nation. So I think we have a powerful story to tell here in Michigan.
And with all those millions of people watching, she's got to be a little nervous, right?
Oh, sure. You know, I think that's human nature to, for the first time, be on national television and in that kind of capacity. But I think it's a great opportunity for our state to show how important we are as people start to think about this upcoming presidential election.
Deep breath, you'll do great. State of the Union, by the way, is February 4th. The governor will get a little practice ahead of time. She'll deliver her State of the State a week before that on the 29th of January. But again, it highlights the importance of the role Michigan's going to play again in this November. And of course, it raises questions of what's her future in the Democratic Party.
That's right. It seems like when they put somebody, the person that does that, they're kind of billed as...
Go back and look at the roster of people that are chosen.
And some trivia. When's the last time a Michigander delivered the rebuttal? Any ideas? 1984.
Okay, who was it?
Senator Carl Levin, and Michigander, who's one of only three who delivered both the rebuttal and the State of the Union. That's kind of easy. Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford. We're overdue if it was 1984.
It's been a bit.